Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a fantastic day. As always, a cool way to support the channel is by leaving a like, by leaving a comment or comments, or by subscribing if you have not already done so. I forgot the last thing for some reason. Welcome back to another News I Missed, where I go over news I missed, because news, and I miss a lot of it, and I can't do all of it over the course of the week, so here we are. Yeah, and without further ado, let's jump right into it. Former macro hedge fund manager Raoul Pal says the final quarter of this year will be extraordinary for crypto assets. I assume that's prior to founding macroeconomic and investment strategy research service GMI in 2005. Pal co-managed the GLG Global Macro Fund in London for global asset management firm GLG Partners, which is now Man GLG. Okay, before that, Pal worked at Goldman Sachs, where he managed the European hedge fund sales business in equities and equity derivatives. Yada, yada, yada. Speaking in a recent Real Vision interview, Pal explained the final months of the year have historically been bullish for crypto assets. For those of you who haven't been here during another bull run, what we typically see is actually, and I dare not say historically, but historically, September is always a very shaky month for the cryptocurrency market. The last couple of months, usually around November, December, which is when the cryptocurrency market went crazy in 2017. So everyone kind of has this expectation that in the last couple of months of this year, that's when markets will really skyrocket. But also what goes up in crypto is probably also going to come down. So just keep that in mind. Pal explained the final months of this year have been historically bullish for crypto assets. Pal said investors should be on the lookout for signs of a market shift in order to catch the right bus and avoid being left behind. He said, "My bet is that the crypto bus is a rocket ship and not a bus. And the last quarter will be, okay, well, apparently a rocket ship is coming. Hope you have your ticket," kind of thing. This was very popular news over the course of, and I mean like the last couple of days as well. A lot of very prominent, richly prominent people within the cryptocurrency space have basically come forward to say that they think that everything is literally like we are at the moment right now of things getting ready to go up. And really interesting as well, a lot of them said this, and I dare not put on my tinfoil hat, but there was a constant things are going to go down before they go back up. And I usually I'll even laugh at it now, ha 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 ha, because it's a very weird sentence. Well, you know, things can go down, but they can also go up. But with the recent actual dip in the market, I think the timing is a little bit odd, if you kind of want to put it in that way. And this one says 3 reasons why Bitcoin can reach 100,000K this year, according to Bloomberg Senior. That is the most conservative number that we've seen thus far. That is the lowest that we have actually seen. A lot of people, I think even Tone Vase, Kathy Woods, Novogratz, they all think that Bitcoin this year is going anywhere from, I think it's $200,000 to $300,000 per Bitcoin. But once again, we'll see. We all know the current situation that's going on. Hopefully no one out there fell for it, but it's a pretty fall-forable thing. Anyway, yeah, everyone's quite up. What is this? What is that? Please go away. Jeez Louise. There's like a tiny, you can't see it, obviously. There's like a tiny piece of paper on the table. I think I was writing something on it, and it was constantly stuck to my hand. I'm trying to move it away, and I had to push it on the computer, but then it slid from back under the computer, and it... All right, that's Bitcoin's going up a lot this year news. And let's move on. Next up in they should really be ashamed of themselves news. Burger King has announced the launch of a new NFT campaign in collaboration with NFT marketplace Suite. NFTs are a type of cryptographically unique token that can represent ownership over sports, memorabilia, concert tickets, or artworks. As part of the Burger King Real Meals NFT initiative, QR codes will be available on nearly 6 million meal boxes, unlocking digital collectibles. The NFT is part of Burger King's, and I quote, "Keep It Real Meals" campaign, which is done in partnership with celebrities Nelly, Anita, and Lil Huddy. I repeat, Lil Lil Huddy. I honestly have no idea who that actually is. Collecting the digital collectibles allows customers to unlock NFTs, which in turn can lead to a variety of rewards. These prizes include a 3D Burger King. I'm not going to lie, I kind of want that. Whopper sandwiches for a year. Okay. Autographed goods or even a once-in-a-lifetime call with one of the campaign celebrities. I'd rather have the digital burger as who's Little Huddy? Per a statement seen by Decrypt, Burger King is not the first worldwide brand to jump on the NFT bandwagon. This is like the 38th company doing this. Is this out? Is this a thing? No. Okay, no news on when it's coming out. Has it already launched? Maybe it's already launched. If you've had one of these, please tell me what it was like, because I kind of want one of the digital burgers. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that'd be kind of something really cool to present in your house, like through like AR. Somebody walks in and they're like, oh, there's a burger. I don't know why they would think I have a burger on the table, but they try and pick it up and they go, oh, it's digital. I'm really hungry and I can't eat anything. Anyway, that's the Burger King NFT news. I see. I'm bringing shocking news every day because not one person out there thought they were going to read or hear about Burger King NFTs today. Nope, not one person. All right, let's move on. Next up, in October 2018, a massive inflatable Bitcoin rat was erected outside the U.S. Federal Reserve. It was by artist Nelson Sayers, that is Saiers. Now the former managing director for Deutsche Bank and hedge fund manager turned mathematical artist, is back at it as the Fed is up to no good once again. Here is a glimpse of what is going on at the Fed currently that's caused Sayers to raise such a stir. It involves Bitcoin and what you can do to take a stand like Sayers has. So it's a gigantic inflatable rat. I read the words, but I didn't really think that it was going to be like a gigantic inflatable rat. Apparently, this was also done in 2018. I assume it's being done because they keep printing money. I am not explicitly sure if this is going to get the Fed to turn around and actually do right. Imagine if the world worked that way. I remember being a kid thinking that like when someone did something that there was always going to be like an actual good reaction from it. Like I can't even give you like a proper example. I guess maybe whatever. So imagine if like the Fed was actually, printing out of control, money go, brr, we've all seen the meme. But then someone puts a gigantic inflatable rat outside of their office and they go, oh my gosh, guys, stop the printers. What if the world really worked that way? Wouldn't that be kind of weird? I mean, it'd be nice to, live in a semi-utopia where you only had to make inflatable rats. But yeah, so this is also popular news that made the rounds this week. I hope it works out. I can't read any of the words on it. I see command. I see int message, rewind, and message up waiting. I think this is code, and I don't think I'm actually meant to be able to read it. So yeah, it's kind of like, remember years ago, and I think people are special. Remember years ago when in front of the Wall Street Bull, that someone put a statue of like the girl like with her hands on her shoulders and she's like doing like the Superman pose, and people were like, oh, that's gonna get Wall Street. They don't care about these things. They don't like, that's not. I'm sure they're probably looking down from their glass and ivory towers just laughing at people on the street because, I don't know. Anyway, so there's a gigantic Bitcoin rat. I don't know why it's a Bitcoin rat. Maybe it's because Warren Buffett said that Bitcoin is for rats, or is rat poison or something. I don't know. All right. Let's move on. Next up. Also this actually makes a little bit of sense news. Dfinity, that is the letter D and then Finity, Foundation's internet computer, blockchain is on a quest to make Bitcoin mainstream. It's already there. Internet Computer announced their integration with Bitcoin to enable the use of smart contracts. With the improvement, Bitcoin will be using self-executed contracts that work automatically according to their programming and the task that they are to take up. So a smart contract. That's a really long sentence to say smart contract. Over time, Bitcoin has always been the number one cryptocurrency. I don't know who wrote this article. However, Bitcoin smart contracts are not as advanced as those used by Ethereum yet because they're nearly non-existent. With a net value of above 1 trillion, Bitcoin has incorporated Internet Computer Protocol and Key Chain Protocol to make vital improvements to their system. The time to generate an investor of a transaction has improved from 40 minutes when using Bitcoin to 2 seconds when using Internet Computer. Due to this is a very I can't read this anymore for the sake of my own mind. So Bitcoin has been trying to have smart contracts for a number of years. This is not the first iteration of people trying to have smart contracts on Bitcoin. This is now, remember a couple of weeks ago when we kept on seeing ICP, Internet Computer, rising rapidly in the cryptocurrency charts, and I was like, so this is apparently it. I hope it works out. Once again, this is not the first iteration. There have been many other companies who've been trying to do the exact same thing. They get some hype going and then they end up falling down. I think it would be cool if Bitcoin actually had smart contract capabilities so we could actually build other, like everything doesn't have to explicitly be on Ethereum or on Cardano. It can be, on every other blockchain as well. So cool. I hope this works out. Like I said, it would be great if Bitcoin was also up to speed in more ways than one with every other blockchain, but I guess we'll see by the end of the year. If we ever get any type of news, if it is successful, we will get news that there are now thousands of smart contracts on Bitcoin or on Internet Computer, which is linked to Bitcoin. And that'll also make some news as well. Cool. Let's move on. In probably the most unsurprising news that I've ever read in my entire life, RippleX, Ripple's developer arm, has announced its first wave of XRP Ledger grants to promote its development. The grant offers to fund developers building XRP. What? The grant is offered to fund developers building on XRP's ledger. There we go. The focus of the latest grants was on development of NFTs. This is why I said it's not surprising. According to a statement, RippleX chose 25 applicants from 10 countries and awarded them $2 million. In a blog, the developers said, in this wave, more than 100 grant proposals were submitted. And from this incredible batch of applicants, 25 grantees have been awarded nearly $2 million in total value. Among the grantees are individual developers and teams from more than 10 countries around the world. So everyone is trying to do the exact same thing all the time. Ripple is now trying to get NFTs going. I think a month and a half ago, they were talking about trying to get smart contracts going, and then something else before that, and ICOs, and there was also talk a year and a half ago of getting security tokens put on top of Ripple's ledger as well, and just do it. Stop talking about it. I think it's very weird at this point that Ripple is always in the news, or constantly more so in the news than they were before, about them trying to just simply do what everybody else is doing. They do have banking partnerships, which I will give them. They do continuously have at least once a week a new banking partner kind of news thing floating around, but just do it. Just get the NFTs already. Like, everyone knows that NFTs are a thing. They're going to probably continue maybe to be really big into the future. And just do it. They were talking about launching NFTs on their platform at the beginning of this year. Still have nothing. Anyway, that's the Ripple news. Good luck. And I hope you get it very soon, and that people actually use it, and that it actually stays on your platform, because they keep announcing that they're going to do things, but then the things never happen or happen in silence, and then they move on to the next kind of big thing as well. And the last thing that many people probably want is for Ripple just to become another Tron, because that's what Tron did, and now they've fallen into obscurity, because Tron used to always say, hey, look at what we got, hey, over here, and they would get hyped for about 4 or 5 days, and then people would kind of leave it alone because it's Tron. So, yeah, I hope they get NFTs up and running before, June 2022. But let's move on. And to finish things off, also sure, why not? We all knew this was actually going to happen. Moderators on Reddit's Wall Street Bets have decided to create a spin-off subreddit focusing just on crypto. The new subreddit is called Wall Street Bets Crypto, logical, and will be operated by the same moderators in the same format. According to an announcement published on Wednesday, though Wall Street Bets allows members to discuss most topics of investment, cryptocurrency discussions are largely prohibited on the main subreddit. Moderator Bawsy1 explained that crypto-focused discussions have been considered since April, but was not implemented due to concerns about crypto topics taking over the forum entirely. If those of you. Earlier this year, when Wall Street Bets really took off because of the whole AMC and GameStop thing, a lot of people were running to Wall Street Bets, and they were talking about crypto already in the forum. Within about a day and a half, crypto completely overtook the entirety of Wall Street Bets. And I think it just has to do with numbers, not even like in a joking manner. Typically, in the stock market, if you're lucky, you may get around a good, lucky, like a good 15, 20, maybe 25%. And I'm sure there are even cases where you get a good 100% over the course of the year on your money. However, if you've been in crypto for longer than 9 months, you've seen certain coins jump up by 800% over the course of a week. You've seen other things pop up. I think there's certain coins, even since this year began, I think that are up by 15,000%. So of course, crypto is going to completely take over that forum. So when they did allow people, I think they had one thread that was for crypto. I think if I can remember correctly. And it was really just spreading quite rapidly everywhere else. So they banned it and they were like, no, it's only stock and yada, yada, yada. So it was logical that they have to introduce one for cryptocurrencies as well. Cryptocurrencies are insanely popular. They're a lot more popular with a younger group of people. And even people, I'm pretty sure, who got into stock trading as well or into investing the first time at all because of Wall Street Bets and the entire thing that took place the beginning of this year. I'm sure they were content with their 57% return. They can put a down payment on a new car or something like that. But when you tell somebody, this is not financial advice. When you tell someone or have heard from someone, hey, dude, I put $1,000 into so-and-so and I made $48,000. That's a pretty big shift in someone's thing. Have you seen, there's a lot of, what's it called? There's a couple of articles floating around about people who bought NFTs at the beginning of this year, or even, there was one article that I can remember. Somebody bought an NFT in 2018 for $1,000. And I think they recently resold it for $6.6 million. And somebody who bought one earlier this year as well for, I think, like $20,000 or something like that. And they sold it for $2 million. It's just wild, insane numbers that you cannot get from the stock market. So, yeah, I think the other really interesting part is that a lot of the big movers tend to move to these forums as well. So a lot of times when certain coins seem to do better than others, it's usually because of these kind of forums floating around. So interesting times ahead, if you will. Where's the mouse? There we go. I couldn't find it, and I slightly panicked. Yeah, I do hope you all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope that it is absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again. I'm probably going to take a nap. I'm really tired. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.